Y'all, God makes no mistakes. So, a little story, a big story. I just bought a moped to take on a ride because, it's what I could afford. It was used, or it is used, and I knew what I was getting. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I was getting. And so I took a chance. Honey. So I bought this moped, this used moped, and I took a trip, a 200-mile trip. Say what you want, but if there's a will, there's a way. And let me tell you something. Not only did I take a trip on that moped for 200 miles, I had whatever I could fit. I was conscious of the, weight limit, like my weight and the things I was taking with me. I took as much as I could carry, you know what I'm saying? And, necessities. Anyway, on that 200-mile trip, let me not forget this. Before buying the moped, I bought it from this trusty place. This place I trust. You know what I'm saying? I bought a moped, a brand new one before, like the year before. But I sold that, and so we're here now. Anyway, before leaving that place, they was like, "Now I want you to be sure about what you're getting here. It's used. It's used now, so I want you to be sure about that before we finalize things." And I'm like, "Yeah, I get it." And they mentioned. No, okay, because I was like, okay, was there anything I should know, like an upcoming thing? And they mentioned that, you just want to be wary. You want to just know that it's used. Like things could happen, like a belt popping, in particular, and that's one thing that the one of the people had mentioned. And guess what? Now. Let me tell you something. This 200-mile trip using my moped now, that was an 8-hour ride. Y'all, I had left at 3:45 a.m. just to get on the open road while it was, not so much traffic. And I put it in my GPS for it to be, no highways and toll frees and all that. So, to make it a little easier on myself. So that already made the trip an hour longer. But on the GPS, it said like 4 hours, but that's with a car, you know what I'm saying? I did not expect it to be double that for real, but I expected it to take a little longer, of course, but I did not expect to be riding for 8 hours straight. And guess what? I could have stopped to take a nap or something. God knows I wanted to. But I said to myself, no, I got to keep on going. I got to keep on going. I got to get on over there because I would rather rest when I get there. And honey, oh my gosh. Y'all, like I can barely even express the overwhelming grace God has for me that I have. Like, I'm just so grateful to God, y'all. I made it to my destination, 200 miles on that scooter. I set up my tent and I went ahead and I took me a nap, y'all, and I slept so good. So good. Y'all. And by the time I had made it there, it was like 10 or 11, something like that. And I wound up taking me a nap at like 11:44 or something like that. I'm looking at 5 o'clock right now, y'all. Anyway, so it's a pretty long story, but I'm getting to the point. Well, this is the point in all of it, honestly. Anyway, so, what happened? Oh yeah, so after I woke up from my nap, so I had rolled up now. let me tell you something. I rolled up and I was gonna smoke, but then I didn't really feel like smoking at the time. I wanted to get me something to eat. I hadn't eaten all day. I had been riding all day, and then finally took a nap, and yeah, I wanted me something to eat. So I decided to go ahead and get me something to eat. Y'all, then took a ride to go get me something to eat. And I didn't know if I wanted like to make me something or to buy something already made. But anyway, I just bought some fast food and I sat there, ate a little bit of it and then packed it up to go. Right. Y'all, let me tell you something. You got to trust in the process with God. And the process just gonna be the process and it's gonna take however long it take. Now listen, I had left the restaurant and was heading on back to my spot. Child. I guess my girl done had one too many heels, honey, because and this time it was just me on the scooter, what and all that other stuff. But anyway, child, I don't even blame her. I'm just so grateful I had made it to my location. Anyway, we went on one too many hills, honey. That one hill, and then that belt pop. I just know it's the belt. I just know it was because I think I felt it for one, and like she's still running. She still runs. That's wonderful. So it's just a little belt, you know. It might be. It could be easy or it could be tough to put it in there, but it's just a little belt that, and it's not that expensive, you know. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, I just when it happened, y'all, I'm in a state of which I don't have any family in. Like I'm not used to this area at all. And I knew the consequences, you know, like that I could need help and it it will seem scary to me because I'm in an unfamiliar place. You know what I'm saying? I knew that it would be scary to me. I didn't know how soon I would need help. I mean, like I just got here. You know what I'm saying? But you know the whole ride, that 8 hour ride, y'all, cars, trucks passing by me. Now listen, y'all. Oh my gosh, I just been trusting God the whole way. I promise you, I've been trusting God the whole way. I've been trusting God even when my moped belt had popped on her. Okay, I'm still trusting the process. Trusting right now in this video. I'm trusting that I need to be sharing what I'm going through right now. I am trusting right now. Anyway, and I know I'm kind of jumping. Okay, so my moped, the belt popped. I immediately I started feeling afraid. I started feeling like the decision I made to just take my leap of faith. I started to feel like I started to let in those thoughts of like what people would say about me, like you're dumb or you shouldn't have did that or this and that and the third. I started to think about that, and then I decided not to allow myself to think about that. I decided to trust in God because that's what I've been doing this entire time, to trust. I wanted to cry. I'm telling you, I really wanted to cry, but I didn't allow myself. Like my body wouldn't let me cry. But like I wanted to cry, but you know what? I think that's why I couldn't cry. I wanted to cry in defeat. Like I felt like I was defeated. But God said I was not defeated. God said, call on Him. God will not give you anything that you cannot handle. Let me tell you something. I was debating on, and let me say, at that point, I was 14 miles from my destination. I had started to leave my scooter right there and just walk there. But then I turned around and said, no, I guess I'm gonna just have to push her. 14 miles, honey. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds wild. Even me thinking about riding my moped from state to state, honey. 8 fucking hours? That's wild. But I did it because it's what I wanted to do. And I wasn't gonna let anything stop me. Anyway. I put my trust in God, and God sent me help. God sent me help. And that's where I'm at right now. I am being helped. And I just say that to say, God got us. You got to call on God, and I mean it. I mean it. Y'all, I felt defeated. I felt like, what am I going to do? It was getting dark too, y'all. Getting cold. And somebody helped me. And I am forever grateful. Forever grateful for this experience. And like I said, y'all, God ain't gonna give you anything that you can't handle. Okay? Remember that everything works out in your favor, because I kept saying that too. Everything works out in my favor. I trust that God got me. I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. I thank God to be here. I thank God to be experiencing this and to be able to share this in real time. I thank God that y'all are here, that you've been guided here, that you like being here, that you get something when you're here. I'm grateful that you get something. Like when I see y'all be seeing y'all comments, like, and when I see y'all comments, when I see y'all giving me love, it make me think, I just know it's genuine, because I know that I put that sort of love out too, because I watch people on social media too, and I gain information and insight, and I just know it's being reciprocated. And the funny thing is, I've heard people say this before, and like, I'm not repeating it, it's real. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank y'all for being here. I thank God. I thank God. I thank God. Straight up.